Hello, YouTube. This is the Galley La Podcast, and today we are going to be reviewing One Piece Manga Chapter 1160, The God Valley Incident. Please like and subscribe if you have not. I am Akainu Fanboy, the other guy's Geboss. Please leave your comments and thoughts below on this chapter and our review. So, Yamato story.
I mean, I don't think there's literally anything going on in it. And I think it might be the end, even though it doesn't say the end.
Please let it be over. Yeah. So,
but
no, this chapter was particularly, I think, like, horrific, I think. You know? I didn't think they were going to show that amount of detail, or, like, heavily imply that amount of detail with killing the quote-unquote rabbits, i.e. the actual human beings, but we kind of first just see, like, with the Davy clan and Blackbeard have a tragic upbringing, basically. That's how Oda's portraying this right now.
Yeah. I've seen people say, like, there's the whole thing that Blackbeard can't sleep. They're saying, oh, that he's just so traumatized because of this that he can't sleep. And that's a possibility, but I think there might be more to it.
Yeah, so it is interesting that he's like a major antagonist, and he is going to, like, a major antagonist for the end of the series, who he seems to be having a sympathetic backstory, but the thing is, I assume there's going to be more story with him as time goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
so. I wouldn't really call this Blackbeard's flashback, I guess, you know?
Yeah, but it's kind of wild how a lot of the main players for, like, the future are all on God Valley and associated with this.
Right. And so we see good old Saturn, great guy, and he's there with Garland, and they kind of begin the whole thing. So we see, as you said, like, we see Shanks and Shamrock, they get taken away by Dragon. You know, he's running off right here. And then the slaughter begins. You see a mom and a dad and a baby get presumably killed and murdered, basically, you know. So yeah, just pretty dark, horrific stuff going on here. Garland's going in. We see Saint Gunko and Shaki's all imprisoned, everything like that too. And then we see Summers.
Yeah, I mean,
Summers deserves a good beating.
Yeah. As much as, like, what he's doing is horrible, I do like Summer's character, just him being, like, a big piece of shit and enjoying it. Like, I would say even more so than some of the other celestial dragons. But
yeah, and he'll get his comeuppance pretty soon. Like, obviously in this arc,
yeah.
You know,
we got to see why when Scopper showed up in current day, he was so shook. We got to see why. He had to have been. He had to have fought him right here in God Valley.
Yeah, and I'm actually, here's another question for you. Do you think this will be Dragon's full flashback right here?
I mean, we are getting a lot more of Dragon incorporated into this than I thought, because I don't know, before last chapter, did you even think that he would have been at God Valley?
No.
Yeah. So, I think we're gonna see parts of it. I think there might be more, but I do like the characterization that we got from Dragon. Like,
yes.
When he said, like, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna save your kids to Shanks and Shamrock's mom, and and he's thinking about his crew, or his platoon. Like, if he interferes, he could potentially have his whole platoon beheaded if they catch him. So. And that doesn't even stop him from shooting the Celestial Dragon, even though it's, like, just a knockout gun. So it does show where I think Dragon does become radicalized as a revolutionary, just seeing everything like this.
So I'm wondering if this was enough to push him over, or if he stays a little longer, because he still seems pretty conflicted here.
Yeah, I mean, I did think it was interesting that we see him basically save top leaders of the revolutionary army right here with Ivankov and Kuma.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And Ginny, but yeah, I think that this would be the point. I know that people have said like, oh, he was in there for longer and he rose up the ranks somewhat, but I would think that he said in his meeting with Vegapunk in the flashback that he was only a Marine for a short time, and I think he's listed as like not very. I think he's just a Marine soldier in this. Like he's not any specific rank. So I think this would be a logical point for him to leave.
Yeah. And I think that makes sense, because we don't. I guess when we see the flashbacks going back to him with Kuma's backstory, it looks like it seems that he left pretty quickly. Yeah, so I guess you could say it's kind of like Rough and Dragon that he doesn't get his own flashback just for himself, Yeah. So, yeah, I think Garp was always going to be one of those guys that is going to have a better written character. Same with Luffy and Ace. I feel like he's going to be the one that gets the short end of the stick with that. I will say with that commanding officer, though, where he's a stupid dragon, where is he gone? Did we see him in the previous chapter?
I don't know. I mean, some of the background characters aren't that distinct. But I mean, you don't even really see his face, so I'm not sure.
At first I thought it was like a young Akainu, but then like he's probably too high of a rank for it to be young Akainu, if I had to guess.
Yeah, because I think what did we say? Like Akainu was going to be like 16 or something. At God Valley.
And that looks like an officer right there.
Yeah.
So I doubt that's him. I mean, I'm pretty positive we're not going to see Akainu here, unless he's like on Garp's boat or something.
Yeah.
But I guess we're still going to have to find out why Akainu hates dragons so much, though. And a lot of people thought that was going to be shared, but it kind of looks like the theory is going to go away. I mean, like, it might just be as simple as like he's a turncoat and that's it, and that's the only reason why Akainu hates him.
Yeah. I mean, we saw like how he doesn't like deserters just based on the one scene where he annihilates the one guy that's running away from Marineford.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. He took the time out of defending the Ace from Whitebeard just to kill this random Marine who was deserting.
Correct. Yeah, so, and I will just last point on Akainu. I'm just going to assume he's going to have a sympathetic backstory like Blackbeard is, because it looks like Oda's going that direction too, so I assume Akainu is going to have one as well, too, to explain their kind of like chaotic evil versus orderly evil, but I don't think Akainu is going to be here to experience this orderly evil. I think it's going to be more in the context of hardcore pirate malice, basically, which we haven't really seen since like maybe Wano. I think that was like the last time we saw it, just like pirates just truly being evil and wicked. And I thought we were going to get it with Rocks, and we didn't get it with Rocks, basically. So
it was off screen.
I'm talking about like like Rocks didn't do anything like the Celestial Dragons did. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You could say like maybe Dofi. I don't know. I tried to think of a pirate that did something comparable to what the Celestials did right here.
Oh no,
Dofi did a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall the Celestial Dragons are just scum.
Yeah, for sure. And sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, yeah. So when we kind of get to this next part right here, we have Rocks and everything. Yeah, so we get to see his crew. They're all set up, and they all kind of give their quick little blurbs right here and everything. We even get to see Struzan, the goat.
I know. I was surprised that he was featured prominently.
As he should be.
But what he says is that Ochoku or Wangzi or whoever, however you want to translate it, stayed behind on Pirate Island. So I think this, because we know that Rox apparently dies here at God Valley or gets taken out. So I think that the Rox Pirates are going to disband here, and then that's how Wangzi comes in like possession of Pirate Island, because he's even in charge like up until the current date when Kobe and Blackbeard teamed up to take him down.
Yeah.
So. And
right.
Yeah, I also like how the community is kind of shitting on Kaido, asking for his devil fruit, because hockey is supposed to transcend all, right?
Yeah. And it looks like Kaido's going to probably have one of the worst flashbacks out of all the villains in One Piece now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's dead. Like, that excuse making that people were making for Wano, that it's going to be filled in for God's Valley, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, we only had to wait about 2 or 3 years for definite confirmation.
Yeah, so it looks like Dragon's going to take a hit with his flashback, and Kaido obviously did. So
I don't know. I think Dragon stocks are going up because he's actually doing
I'm just
something.
talking about him. Yeah, I guess everybody expected him to just have his own exclusive backstory, but I think the chances of that happening are becoming a little lower now too.
Maybe. I think he might get a little bit more. I think I know Oda's said in the past, like, Luffy's mom doesn't matter, but I think there's going to be something there.
Yeah, I guess like kind of the grandiose expectations for people was that Dragon was a Navy admiral and he just saw the Celestials did terrible stuff, or that he was this high-ranking Cypher Pole agent or whatever, you know, and definitely that turned out not to be true for sure, you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so it is kind of interesting how he ends up saving Shanks and then Shanks ends up saving Luffy. So there is just like a lot of cool like thematic connections here and everything like that. And so a lot of the Navy thinks like, oh, this is like the end of the world that's going on right now, you know, because the Roger Pirate is full of two, and we still, at least from what I can tell, yeah, so we see the Gods Knights and they're all getting ready to fight. I guess maybe this fight is just going to basically be over Shaki. What do you think?
I mean, I think it was initiated because of Shaki, but I think once... I think at least the Roger Pirates are good enough to, like, not want to have anything to do with the slaves, so I don't know. But I thought it was funny with the Roger just he's losing more stock because he just gets run over by his crew to go after Shaki. But
yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about the designs for the Gods Knights? For the
Weird.
New ones?
I thought they'd be more regal. Some of them do, but the little kid with the rifle kind of just looks like a pirate, and then the two above just look like these weird monsters kind of thing, you know? So
yeah, they kind of the female one kind of looks like an Oni type one, and the other one looks like a giant. But
yeah, which you kind of have this assumption that they're against other species and everything like that too.
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused. It might have something to do with a devil fruit, but who knows?
Right. So I do find that kind of interesting. And we don't see Gunko in there either.
Yeah, I mean, we did see her earlier, and I mean, she has a special title, which was like Devoted Blade of God, which it's interesting because I think she has like from what we've seen, she has the most direct connection with Emu.
Yeah, so we get to see them. The designs look cool, so I'm curious to see how that's developed later. And then, yeah, we just kind of see the Rocks Pirates just kind of burning through like nothing. And then we see good old Garp show up with Bogart.
Yes.
Yes. Like
he's got it, according to all the AI videos I've seen, he's clearly Admiral level at this point.
What if he pops off and just takes out Shiki?
That would be I know Shiki lost his legs because he cut him off in the jail, but it would be hilarious if he lost him to Bogart.
I don't think he cut off his legs yet, though.
No, he cut him off in the jail. Yeah, it was after this, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we need to see how the Rocks and the Roger Pirates are going to end up turning on each other.
Yeah.
Which we don't know what's going to happen yet. And then it is interesting to see how Garp has his crew with him, too. So, I don't know. So I guess, like, do you think it's going to be, like, actually Roger, Garp versus the entire Rocks Pirates? Or do you think it's just going to be, like, all Garp's men and then all Roger's men versus the Rock Pirates, too?
I don't know, because we also have to factor in the God's Knights in there.
True, yeah.
Which, I mean, that would make it a little bit more even. But, I don't know, it seems weird that, like, even the, I think, was it Sengoku that was telling the story originally with the Rocks Pirates? And he said, like, Rocks and Roger teamed up to fight Rocks. And if that's the case, like, I don't know why they would say, like, oh yeah, he had to team up with a pirate to defeat him. Wouldn't you think that would be something that they would cover up, you know?
Well, in the official story, it was just Garp's the only one that's given the credit.
Yeah, but I mean, Sengoku was, he told all those upper Marines that Roger was there too, so. Yeah. I mean, either he doesn't care.
Sengoku doesn't care anymore. He's retired at this point. He doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wonder if oh no, Sengoku was the one who called Garp in, I think, right? Or was that was Kong. Yeah.
Dude, respect on the name of Kong.
True.
He's putting in that work. The desk feats.
Yeah. The desk is the only thing holding him back.
I think Sengoku would have mentioned if he was at God's Rally too. So I don't think he's going to be here.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how everything teams up, because it would seem that I don't know, because it's strange because the God's Knights wouldn't team up with Rocks.
No.
To make it even. So I don't know how the God's Knights are gonna connect in there. Although, speaking of that really quick, I think they have an new official name is the Holy Knights of God. We'll just call them the God's Knights still. It's easier, like Gorosei.
Yeah, one thing, well, just kind of going back to what you were saying about how Scopper fought
Summers.
Scopper fought Summers. So I think there's evidence to show that the Roger Pirates are just going to fight the God's Knights, basically. And then Garp and Roger just take on the Rocks Pirates, basically.
That would be interesting.
I mean, okay, maybe Bogart comes in too, so it's more of a 3v10 or 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
I think Bogart's going to get a big body here, because obviously Bogart's not going to fight the God's Knight, so the only people that leaves him to fight are the Rock Pirates, basically.
Okay. Am I Mandela affecting myself here, or was it the story that Kaido was injured and that's why Big Mom gave him the fruit to save him? Does that sound familiar, or am I making that up?
You read that on Reddit.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. No. It actually happened. Yeah. That was from Wano.
Okay. It would be hilarious if it was Bogart.
Just one shots him.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty great. I mean, it looks like we're getting to a place pretty soon, though, where. So do you think we're actually going to see God's Valley?
That was my next question. Do you think we're actually going to see any fights, or?
What if Oda just cuts us off?
I mean, he already cut us off with the Kuma flashback, but
that would be terrible. That'd be terrible.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get like full chapter-long fights that like we got in Wano, like with Roof Piece.
Do you think it's gonna be more like let's see, the fights in the Odin flashback, basically when like the Roger Pirates fought the Whitebeard Pirates?
Yeah, like brief clashes, and maybe like the animal filament or something. Yeah, I think it would be interesting to see like the matchups to kind of gauge what's going on, but I don't think necessarily for the story we need to see like the full fights. It would be cool if we did.
I think you should. Come on, just spoil us. I mean, like I want to see a prime Whitebeard.
Yeah,
I mean we've seen him a little bit before, but
yeah, prime Garp, prime Roger, Rocks,
Bogart.
Yeah,
Bogart's gonna pop off. I mean, you think about it. This guy was at God's Valley.
Yeah,
like he has to be strong. Like he's the right hand of one of the strongest characters in the series.
It's true.
It's gonna be so good for the meme. Like he's gonna make Mihawk look like a bum. That's basically what's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
That's what I'm most excited for. That and Kong stocks.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that I don't think that we'll see like straight up fights, but I really hope we do. Because I mean, there's just so many plot points that we still need to like touch on in this to like, because this is the only point that we're gonna get this. So
yeah, where's Loki? He's been watching this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like Harald's not gonna. If Harald shows up, it's like okay. But yeah, so much for this being like a direct Harald flashback.
No, that is just like, I'm just gonna show you all this other stuff. I mean, still holding on to my slight negative feeling that I kind of find Rock to be a little bit underwhelming of a character compared to my expectations. We'll say that as just a little critique. Aside from that, I really like kind of how I've seen Garp and Roger. I think it's brought a lot of good characters to Roger. And Shaggy too, of course. Rayleigh, Scopper to an extent.
Dragon's doing something.
Yeah, exactly. I guess he got his first W. He took out a Celestial Dragon, which is probably below Marine tier, but like a Marine fodder tier. So good for him.
It's about sending a message.
It's about sending a message. No, I mean, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at with everything. It's gonna be. I hope Oda spends like at least a couple chapters just focusing on it instead of just putting it all in one chapter. I think would be kind of bad.
Yeah, I mean, this whole incident's been built up for years at this point, so I don't think unless he's like pressured to get going, like move the plot along, I don't think that he's gonna off-screen things or skimp on stuff. But I don't think it might be as detailed as Roof Piece.
Do you think Whitebeard gets KO'd?
I don't know. He's not going to get hit in the back. I know that. No scars. But
Kong's going to come in, fold him like a chair.
No, he's stuck behind the desk at his chair.
Don't doubt his power, his feats. His feats are powerful.
I don't think he's used
but
his
yeah.
feet because he's sitting at his desk the whole time.
Sure. Well, then he got a new desk when he went into. I don't even know his rank. Is it like World Commander or something like that?
Inspector, like I think something inspector related. I don't know. But
yeah.
Good chapter.
Yes. The World Government Commander in Chief.
There we go.
Yeah. There we go. So yeah, good chapter. Please like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts below on all the potential matchups you think that are going to happen. And yeah, we'll see you guys with the next chapter. Peace.
See ya.